On to example 2, guys. So, percents greater than 100%. Okay, it should just say greater than 100. You get it, okay? So, percents greater than 100. So, saying, what if it goes beyond 100%? What are you going to do? It's not going to change much, but you guys will see, okay? So, what percent of 48 is 54? So, we're still going to write an equation, okay? Using the percent times whole equals part, okay? So, what percent of 48? So 48 is our whole, okay? So we don't know our percent, so we're just going to go 48n, because we know 48 times n, or n times 48 is going to be this, okay? Equals our part, even though our part's bigger than our whole this time, okay, is equal to 54. So remember how I kind of mentioned that if it's next to of, that's going to be our whole, and then is going to be the part. It's going to act like that, okay? We're going to divide each side by 48 because we need to balance our equation. We need to get our variable on its own. All right, so divide it by 48. We cancel this out. Divide this side by 48. Okay, again, I'm sorry for the glare, guys. The sun's going down and changing the way the glare's out, okay? All right, and then we're going to simplify. We're left with n equals 54 over 48. Okay? So first, we're going to change this. We're just going to change this to a decimal, okay? So just like we've done before, where you just treat this like a division problem, 54 divided by 48. Again, you can plug this into your calculator. You can do it by hand. If you have a calculator, I encourage you guys to use it for this just to save some time. I'm not testing you on how well you divide or how well you multiply in this. What I'm testing you on is how well you know the steps. So that's why I'm saying go for it. Go use a calculator, all right? So when you divide 54 divided by 48, you should get n equals 1 point, sorry guys, I wrote it down. All right, 1.125. Now, we need the percent, so we need to change the decimal to a percent. So we're going to do like we've always done. We got to multiply by 100, so we move it to the right twice. So my 1 and 2 are cramped to 2. So you should get 112.5%. So 54 is 112.5%. Okay? It's not any different than when the percent is less than 100. Sorry, I'll get out of the way if you guys are writing. It's just instead of getting 12.5% or 11 something or anything lower than 100, you just get over 100. You still do the same math. Again, you just get a larger percent or a larger decimal. Okay? Practice time. All right, so you need to write and solve an equation, so you can't just tell me the answer. You have to show me your equation. So you're going to do what is 145.5% of 20. Again, still use that percent times whole equals part equation, okay? And then you're going to tell me 380 is 125% of what? So, like always, pause the video, take your time, make sure you're learning, all right? So take that time, pause the video, and do this. All right, so what is 145.5% of 20? So reminder, we're going to write the percents as decimals. So part times whole, okay? So we have our whole because it's of 20, okay? So we have our percent times our whole. So 145.5% is, you should have had 1.455 times 20 equals n. Now when you do that work, excuse me, sorry guys, you can just work this out. You don't have to balance the equation, anything like that. So you should have gotten n equals 29.1. Okay, so when you multiply this out, it should give you 29.1. For the next one, 380 is 125% of what? So we're trying to find the whole. We have of what? So 125 as a decimal should be 1.25. And, because we don't know our whole, so 125 times the whole should equal 380. Now in this one, we have to balance the equation. So we're going to divide to get our variable on its own. All right, and when you do this, 380 divided by 1.25, take a second, you should get 304. All right, so make sure you understand this. Again, ask questions, go back over the videos. That's the great thing about videos. You can just watch it again. You don't have to just read your notes and try to figure it out. So make sure you go back over the video if you're confused, okay? Or send me a message, whatever it is, okay? So I'll see you in example 3.